And I decided, no, I want to be an aircraft engineer. And because people, they don't believe that women can be in such a field because of the environment.
Male-dominated
It's
field,
male-dominated,
yes.
and always they think, woman, she's weak, she cannot do it. I want to change it. Why women cannot enter to technology, science, and be an engineer? And I remember in a grade 11, I said for my family, that's it. I want to be an aircraft engineer. I will apply for aeronautical engineering. And the reaction and all what I got, go back to sleep. You're dreaming.
Hi guys, I'm so excited to be at the Sharjah Entrepreneurship Festival with a very, very special guest. I don't say that to everyone, I promise. Dr. Engineer Suaad Al Shamsi, welcome to the podcast in this episode. You are the UAE's first female aircraft engineer,
Correct.
Which is really incredible and amazing, and I want to get all into it.
Thank you.
But I want to first start off with a question. Can you remember a moment in your life, childhood, adulthood, that you feel like a story, a moment that really you feel like shaped the person you are today?
I remember when I was around 7, 8, maybe maximum 10, when I always stay in my mother's house, looking, staring to the sky, trying to draw each single airplane. And I remember one of my paint, still I have it, that I put many airplane on the sky, and I said, and I put myself, my family, I've been imagining how big the family they are. A proud moment of myself, like I will be something into those near to the airplane. And I remember this just as a child, you dream about something. Every single person will think like you are just a dreamer. You cannot do it. It's just, and I reflect now, it's helped me a lot when I grow up and I have my own family, my own kids. When I see their drawing, it reflects my memory to the back, how you can believe your child drawing. And this is where the moment I always think, if I didn't do it, maybe I will be in another field, not in the aviation industry.
Wow. See, you rarely hear of moments that you can remember from your childhood that really actually form who you are today and
Correct.
what you do. So then my next question is, how did this career come out? So at 8, 10 years old, you're kind of manifesting almost airplanes and drawing them in the sky. But what actually was your journey to becoming the UAE's first female aircraft engineer?
I was different, to be honest. I hated playing with dolls, makeups, those things. I always asking my mom to buy for me cars, tools, airplane. I remember those all day. They have this airplane when it's keep turning around, going and try to departure. Yes. And I love it. And then every years, I noticed myself into engineering, fixing. I was like, crashing, breaking things, and I try to fix this with tape. I'm bringing those tools. I'm trying to fix. And people like my sister, my brother, they're staring at me like, what she's doing. And I noticed like, no, I want to do something with airplane. And the same times is something to fix this, to make it reality, to build it. And slowly, when you keep staring to the sky with the things surrounding you, you build your mind. And I decided, no, I want to be an aircraft engineer. And because people, they don't believe that women can be in such a field because of the environment.
Male-dominated
It's
field,
male-dominated,
yes.
and always they think, woman, she's weak, she cannot do it.
100%.
And I noticed, like, I want to change it. Why women cannot enter to technology, science, and be an engineer. And I remember in a grade 11, I said for my family, that's it. I want to be an aircraft engineer. I will apply for aeronautical engineering. And the reaction and all what I got, go back to sleep. You're dreaming. And there were as challenging myself before them that I want to be. I never thought about the title as a first, or it's my passion. I want to be near to the field I decided to be. And I remember from grade 11, I decided that I want to be an aircraft engineer. I want to help the new generation, the youth, that to stand for their dream and focus what they want, especially into engineering, technology, and science field.
I think that's very remarkable that at 11th grade, you know, because when you're 17, 16, you feel like you have dreams, but sometimes as women, we don't feel like we can break that glass ceiling. So it's incredible that at 11th grade, you had kind of the mindset of, no, I'm going to go into a male dominated industry.
You know why? Because always we hear the voice surrounding us. So in the
100%.
school, your friend will tell you, "Oh, you cannot do it. And you will lose our friendship, the family, the community." So all this negativity around you, it will always make you feel like cautious about like, I am in the right track. I am doing correct. Is it my dream? Is the right dream for me? And always this have a doubt that can I do it or not? And it's not only with the girl, even with the boy. I have, as I mentioned before the recording,
We got into
I
some
have,
banter.
yeah, I have two boys, and the bigger one is like always they have a doubt because all of his friends they love football and he's the only person between his friend and his cousin he love basketball. And he came one time to me and he said, "Mommy, I want to change." And here you think about the same to your childhood, to your teenager time. It's like, why, mommy, you want to change? And said, because they told me you are unique, you are different, you will never have a friend, you will never have a career. And I remember myself, it's people like, I lost a lot of friends. I lost a lot of occasion to be like Eid, holidays, because I was studying. I was actually in UK. And here you notice like, you can make everything but when you reach your dream. And always I remember like, and I think a lot of the youth right now, because of the technology and social media, they hear from the influencer, the
100%.
famous, like, yo, quit your career, you cannot be in this field, it's so difficulty. They are not the right expert. So I always say go back to the right expert. And here where when I remember till today, I stand for myself. I never, even the negativity mind. Okay, give me what you have. I'll take it, transfer it to a positivity in my life. And there where I find myself, it's helped me a lot to grow in my career.
I love that, Ben. I love that so much. And I think you really stressed on a good point is to not let the influence of others kind of, you know, infiltrate or blur your mindset. We live in an age, like you mentioned, where social media, influencers, it's hard not to get, I would say, affected about what's online. We have the society, you have the culture, you have the gender roles, let's say, but I think there's now another level to it where it's everything is online. Have you received any, you would say, like maybe backlash on the internet of like, how could you be in a male-dominated industry and kind of how do you look beyond that?
A lot, in social media, every single day, people think that, oh, she's just an image. She's not working. She don't know the things. And I receive sometimes a plenty of messages of people like actually in the field and they face similarity. For me, it's just the most important what you are doing. You educate yourself. You into the field. Today, I'm talking about 19 years I'm working.
Wow.
19 years I'm in this field, growing from a normal mechanic. I started as a mechanic. I go to the hangar. They put me in every single place you can imagine, from cleaning toilet, changing cabinet, and then go to the hangar side, be in wheels and brakes and landing gear, enter into the fuel line and do an inspection. I started as a mechanic till I reached to a position. Now I'm a consultant, which I never stopped in 19 years. In 19 years, it's not only working or get experience, it's educating myself where I can reach. Tomorrow, I know I will retire. There another female will come or male. It's the most important for me that the message I receive it on social media, how I react, how I actually I give my self time is like, even if it's a good comment or bad comment or a question, I give myself like, okay, I will not answer directly. And many people will think like, why she don't answer directly? I give my time to understand, because maybe emotionally I'm angry, maybe I'm upset, something. So I always give myself 10 to 15 minutes to answer the question I receive it or a bad comment in social.
It's interesting though that you take time to actually, because for me, I'm very impulsive. I'm like, I want to reply now, but
I try
that
it.
takes discipline.
You know
though.
why?
That takes discipline.
You know why? Because I remember myself, always I answer.
Yeah.
And it's my image. And sometimes because I'm so angry and I hate this comment, my answer is affect my professionality. So what I agree that if I saw any comment or a question, keep the phone away, the iPad, laptop, whatever, it's the social media, and I track myself with other things. 10 minutes, 15 minutes, till I calm down, I go and I read it to properly, because sometimes people, they don't mean what they are saying.
It's true.
It's like, they mean something else.
Yeah, you're right.
But because we read it, we don't hear it. And this is the opposite. I keep saying
You're right.
negativity of the technology, because when sometimes it's like, oh, for example, I would say, you look different. Some people will take it negative. Sometimes like, wow, I look different maybe because I lose weight. Maybe I look different. I change. Yes. But because you read it, you always think it's the negative, the bad things. So for me, I try to practice to calm down, to read it before I answer, and it's helped a lot.
Really, that really takes discipline, and I think that's admirable. I think it's hard when because you are public face, you are, as even the name as the UAE's first. I mean, that is UAE first female. That's a remarkable recognition in itself. But of course, with that, I know comes backlash. Unfortunately, it's the day and age we live in.
Yes.
You mentioned a point of social media and us being influenced by like what's online. You have 2 sons. And I know men and women are different when it comes to social media, but how have you kind of guided them through this social media age that we're in?
Well, I don't allow them to be in social
That's
media.
number one. Number one.
But I cannot stop them to see it, to be honest. Just both of them, they have an account. I control it. Because my bigger son, he is an image of one of the brand in basketball right now. He's an ambassador for them. But I do control for him his social media. I give them only once a week.
Okay.
And I ask them what they will see, because I want them to learn more about famous player. They know what is today I'm here, so they know where mommy is there, who's the other speaker, and what is that. So for me, it's to guide them about the timing, what they have to use, what they have to watch, and I give them the chance to argue with me. So for example, if they want to watch something, and
argue with you,
he so seriously much. They put the watch and said it's argue time. And it's like, okay, let's argue. Either you convince me you are right, or I convince you you're wrong. And here where I give them the chance to explain what they feel, what in their mind. And I know sometimes you cannot, as a mother, to control your emotion, and you want to stop this conversation. But for me, I keep them like to be honest. I don't want them to go and stick to steal the phone or open a page I don't want. Well, okay, you want to watch here in front of me, beside me, and I can hear what you are watching, which is allowed them. And always I told them, like, you leave your age, because always you find the people who are actually right now 16 or 17, they are living of age 30. Like, what you will do when you will reach 30? I always remind them, like, mommy, even when I try to make you like a mature, you are a man, I call you a man, you're still mommy child. And here we're not as like, okay, let's do something together, but to control every single person, not a child, not teenager, any person, how to use the social media. I cannot see very hard, but it's challenges, especially with a lot is going on in worldwide. You can feel that even the new guys, like the teenager, the child, they are over advanced thinking than us. So you have to reach. Usually they said you have to go down to them. I think now a day with all is going on with the technology and innovation, we have to grow up to be on the level of them.
That's true, by the way. It's a very good point. I am thankful because I grew up in a time where Facebook was like the first platform, right? And
it was amazing.
It was
high
amazing.
High five, and
poke pink. What was it? Like you could poke someone on, right? You could like poke someone on Facebook, and
Facebook. It was the best. But now today,
simpler times,
and it was controllable.
Nowadays.
Nothing.
I know.
You cannot. Even if you put an age control of 7, still they are like of age 13 and 14. And where I noticed, like, we need to educate them, to share the awareness. And what I do through my social media, I always ask, especially with my student in the university, I told them, like, leave your age. you will have time. You will wish to go back a child. You will wish the time to go back to teenager.
True, I'm 30. I'm like, I miss it.
You miss those. You miss to be 18 with no responsibility. For me, it's like, I wish I go back with no, okay, I love my life, but
Yes.
live your life, because in the time you grow up, you will never go back.
Never. And then you become an adult and have responsibilities.
Do you remember?
And then like have a job and then like have kids.
You want to go back to school.
Yeah.
No manager.
No
No
manager.
employer. Let's be, this is the life. This is the
I
life.
agree. I loved school.
In the school, what you have? Only to do your homework. Okay, to argue with the teacher.
Yeah,
and then,
exactly.
But now you have, like, I have many employees under me. And I was
Yeah.
like, I wish I don't have all of this.
I know.
In a point, you want to be with no responsibility except what time you sleep, what time you wake up, and what you will have homework. And here, where always I said for the student and my followers, live your age. Don't
I love
pretend
that.
you're older than this, because you will miss those days.
And I do miss them. I'm like,
See?
I'm 30 and I'm like, oh wow, I miss
You
those
still look
days.
young. Come on.
Thank you. So there's this whole thing now on TikTok and social media about the woman who can do it all. The woman who can have the kids, have the job, be in a male-dominant industry, which you have, break the glass ceiling, have the husband, have the life, everything. But I think there's this other side of social media and society that's like, do women have to have it all? You're someone, you have 2 beautiful kids, mashallah,
Alhamdulillah.
2 boys, you've broken the glass ceiling, you've have this amazing career. How do you balance it? And do you feel like women, we should have it all? Like we should be the ones that are pioneering to have everything?
No. I'm against what people say, I have to have everything.
Okay.
Have what you want. And in the end, having everything, it will increase your responsibility.
That's true.
And nothing called life balance. Let's be honest. Let's
There's nothing.
stop cheating and lying, like especially when in front of the people, to make our image. It's very today. You will miss the opportunity with your kids because you have to be in another place. Sometimes you will miss your occasion. Sometimes you will feel you are missing yourself. So life balancing, it's there. If you want to have everything, you cannot have everything. For me, it's just to prioritize my life. Like, okay, today I have to be here on the podcast, so I'm missing my son match. Okay, as this is true.
No,
While we
yeah.
are talking
Yeah.
now, he's playing match, important basketball match, and I just text him, sorry, mommy, but I have this. I will make it next week for you. Sometimes I have to be in duty travel. So to have everything, it's to have more responsibility, to have less hours for sleeping, to have more stress life. It's not about you will enjoy it. Something you do it with love. The most important, why you want to do it. For me, when I teach in the university and I have my career, I have my kids, I prioritize it. Like, this is my schedule for the week. This is my schedule for the month. This is my schedule for the year. Sometimes I miss it. Sometimes I give time to myself because I know I reach to a position I need to stop every single thing. And let's be honest, the most important thing in your life is your family.
100%.
Everyone say it's your career, yes, but one time you were retired, and the most important to understand the family, the value of the family, it's important. So for me, I always believe that start with your family, but before the family is yourself, because a lot of people think like, okay, I need to be success, I need to be a leader, but they have many disease, they look older than their age, and they stress themselves because they want everything. They want to reach to be a consultant, leader, manager, SVP, all this title. But I always believe if you get sick, you resign, you get retired, no one will remember you. No one will say, maybe some, between 100 people from your career life, 2 or 3 will keep calling you. The rest, they will go. And here you will notice like, what I done. For me, yes, I have a family, I have a career, I do my own research, but I give priority to every single things. And sometimes I stop everything and I said, this is for Suaad, and I need to take a break from every single thing. It's just stress, more responsibility. So it's not important as a woman to have everything. Have what you love. So for me, I love my career. I love my family. Love what I'm doing for the community. For that, I do it. It's not because I never thought about titles, everything. It's about what I love to do it. So
It's your passion.
It's my passion. And if you love it, do it. If you have everything and you are capable to do every single thing and you can handle it, do it.
I think it's almost glamorized to have it all. Like it's almost been glamorized that you need to be the manager, you need to be the MD, you need to have the kids, you know? Like it's become so glamorized. And when you're in it, you're like, oh, that's a lot of responsibility.
Yes. Well, I will take a stop. But this is the band. Sometimes it's most important not only to have everything, even the man, not to have everything. Have what you love, to do what you love.
To do what you love. I want to stress on that because you were mentioning before how you were, as you said, an engineer, I think before. You kind of started at the bottom
Yes.
of your career and then you rose to the top. You've been in it now for 12 years?
19.
19 years, sorry, not 12. How was the beginning phase? Was there ever a point where you're like, I'm tapping out. I can't do this anymore. It's too hard.
It happened many times. It happens many times, especially when health crash happened to me many times, like 3-4 times. And I stopped into going to work and I have to be on bed. But the most important for me is just when I have to stop. So it happened. We are human.
Of course.
Sometimes you want not to move from your sofa. You don't want to answer
wanna
the
sit
phone.
and rot.
Yes. And for me, it just being in my sofa, seeing my cats beside me, my cats and my special series, because I'm very big fan of Godfather. So when I'm in bad mood,
That's so
and
funny.
seriously, when I have this time, I want to
Yeah.
stop everything. I put the series back. I can say 1,000 times, and every time I learn something, by the way, from Godfather.
You know, I've never watched it.
You have to watch it.
Okay, I'm gonna watch
It's
I feel like it's like I should
something.
watch it.
It's more lesson of the life. Seriously,
Oh, okay, see, I like stuff like that. I like
this
it.
is what I
like
like.
your
it.
substance.
And this is the time I don't. You can see my phone is a switch off. My social media is a switch off, and I do it at least in a year. I do it twice. Beginning of the year and the end of the year, and it helped me a lot to recharge. And here, when you have to stop, you have to stop everything, even from social media, even from people. Just be with the loving person in your life. And if you don't have anyone, with yourself, with your family, it's most important to recharge, to be energy more.
Yeah, I completely agree, by the way. Because I think, see, I relate to this because it's very hard for me to like, if I'm not productive, I don't feel like I'm like accomplishing something, you know? If like I sit and I like have a couch day, which I did yesterday, by the way, and I watched Seinfeld, but when I sit and I have a couch day, you sometimes like feel like, okay, how do I switch my brain off? Because I feel like you're someone also that like, you want to be doing the next thing. You want to be
but
doing
you need
that.
it. You know, it's sometimes difficult because this, as you said, is the couch day is just so difficult for us.
Yeah.
But for me, it's okay. That's it. Remove every single thing from beside me, like no phone, nothing, laptop, and they just put it in
Technology.
the room, and the kids there, and I try to focus in that this is the time I need it. We are similar to the machine.
I agree,
If you
yeah.
will keep the machine 24-hour working, it will break down. I'll never work except with the maintenance. Our body, our brain, our heart need this maintenance.
And you kind of said it before that in the beginning of your career when you were like studying, you said like at 3-4 times that you were like, oh my God, I can't do this. In those moments, do you feel like it was because you were overcharging, you're overworking?
Yes. You know why? Because your brain, you're working and your brain want to do it to convince the people that you can do it. And as a female, we always think we are not enough. We want to do more to show that we are capable to do it, especially in a field like male-dominated field and social media and really life. Any woman, if you will go to talk to any of your friends, you will see they do more than the man what is doing because we want to convince and show that we are capable. And it's really exhausted us that sometimes we don't need it.
I know.
We don't need
You're
it.
right.
But because we train our brain and we learn from our child that you have to do it. You have to be more productive.
prove yourself.
Yes. And this is a big mistake we're doing.
How do you stop yourself from then doing that?
As I said, love what you're doing.
Yeah.
Don't to prove for people why you do it. For that, when people say, "Oh, why you are doing all of this," I want it. I love it. it's okay. It's fine with me. If is it not fine with you? And the most important, what you're doing, do it for yourself. Not to show the people that, yeah, I can do it. I'm there. I have to be like, I met many people in one day. They have like 5 events, 2 podcasts, many of them running from place to place. Like, okay, guys, what do you want to prove?
What are you trying to prove?
And in the end, you will lose many things in life. So take it slowly, enjoy it. The most important, enjoying what you're doing daily.
I think people struggle with this because I, alhamdulillah, I love PR, I love crypto, I love podcasting. These are things that bring me absolute joy in life. And I wake up every day, I'm like, yeah, let's do it. Like Monday, woohoo. I don't get the Sunday scaries, you know. But I feel like there are a lot of people that are either scared to take the leap to practice their passion, feel like maybe it's too late in life, or feel like they don't have the capabilities or learnings to do what they want.
No, because
what
you know
advice
why?
would you give? Tell me.
Stop listening to fake accounts. Sorry for my word. I know it will hurt a lot of people. What you are seeing is social media. It's fake.
I agree with you.
99%, I will not say even 99% fake. People, they want to show you they are perfect. No one in this life is perfect. Even me. I will be honest. No one is perfect. Sometimes for me, I don't show that other side of myself, like my real life, how I struggle. Sometimes I struggle with my disease. I struggle in my work sometimes. Sometimes I cry. Sometimes I cry when I'm driving, like, what I'm doing, why I put myself in all of this. But when I remember I'm doing this for my kids, to teach them a lesson like how to respect their wife in the future, to respect their colleague in the university as a woman, to respect every single woman in their life. I do it for the youth because they need to enter to technology, science, and engineering field. So if I quit, they will think like it's not possible a woman to be in such field. The most important to believe that every single one, they want to show you the good thing, the good image. So don't listen to the people say, oh, you don't need a career, you don't need a degree, you don't need to gain money, it's very easy. No, you have to work hard. What come easy, it's go very easy. You have to educate yourself. You need to be in the right path. So don't listen to those people who say you don't need a career, you don't need education, you can do many things. Sorry, I always believe in one word, I say it in Arabic. كن مختلفا وليس متخلفا. What does it mean? Be different, but not stupid. And this is, remember it. Why? Because a lot of people, they want to be different, but sometimes they do it in a stupid way. Be different, but do it right. And remember, you are the image of who? Yourself, your family, and your country. And this is where I remember myself every single day. العائلة, الوطن, ثم سعاد. My family, the country, then Suaad. So this is where you remember yourself, and you know how you will come and prove yourself to the world.
I love that. That was very inspiring.
Thank you.
I was like, that was really good.
Thank you.
My last question is, I think you answered it, but let me give it a try. What impact do you hope to leave on the world?
The impact I'm trying to leave in this world, that women can be what you want to be. In a way, if you want to be an engineer, still you can be good looking, you can be having a family, you can enjoy, you can have a hobby. If you want to be in medical, if you want to open, the impact I want to show it that we don't need to work hard to improve ourselves. We can be equal. We can be beside the man. Here, it's not a competition. And for me, I'm not in a competition with any woman. I'm not in a competition with any man. The opportunity in this world is high. You have only to work hard to reach it. So this is where I show the world that being in this field, 19 years, having PhD in aviation science, doing research, trying to help the world, because as a female, I have the opportunity. So any female,
100%.
she can. Any male, he can. The most important, if you can dream it, you can do it.
I 100% agree with you.
Thank
you
you
so much, Dr. Suaad, for coming on the podcast. Thanks, guys, for tuning in. See you next time.